Welcome back to the NJ1ST podcast. This is Ryan McDonald. Follow me on all social medias, Ryan McDonald USA. The NJ1ST podcast will be uploading a lot of content, as much as I can give. I'm working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 12-hour shifts, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday is when I get to make content and upload it. So please subscribe to the NJ1ST podcast YouTube channel, as well as the Instagram page. And I converted a Twitter account back over to NJ1ST, so be sure to subscribe to Twitter and at NJ1ST as well. Today's video is going to start off about the RNC chair vote that happened Friday, just yesterday as of making this video. And a lot of people had different reactions to it. I actually did see some people who were happy that Ronna Romney McDaniel was reelected, but the majority of people, if you ask me, the majority of conservatives, grassroots, patriots, majority of actual Americans not entrenched in the GOP or Republican establishment wanted change, anybody but Ronna McDaniel. And here I predicted, and I'll say right now, I'm not a good political predictor. This was just one I put out there because of how I felt with the national politics, with McCarthy, with Donald Trump, with DeSantis, with the Republican Party. I just thought nothing was going to change. It was going to stay the same. That's the real reason why I predicted that 6 days ago. Here it says by Scott Pressler, RNC chair vote, first round, 167 votes cast. Lee Zeldin got 1. Mike Lindell got 4. Harmeet Dillon got 51, and Ronna McDaniel got 111. So she was reelected to the RNC Republican chair leadership. She is the leader of the Republicans, at least the establishment Republicans. And people wanted Harmeet Dillon. This was Trump's lawyer, I believe, in 2020 with Stop the Steal and auditing the vote of the 2020 presidential election. She, I guess, helped Freedom Caucus members, libertarian-esque, a libertarian in the Republican Party, like a Rand Paul sort of type. But if you ask me, I'm one of the political geniuses that she's referring to, slightly, by the way, a sleight of hand there. Yeah, I don't think, when I saw her running for RNC chair was, I guess, the beginning of 2023. Maybe at the end of 2022, there was talks about her giving a run. But ultimately, it was the beginning of 2023 at a TPUSA event with Tim Pool, Luke Krakowski, a couple of other people. But it was important that those people were on stage with Harmeet Dillon because that was the libertarian-esque side, the liberal side of the Republican Party. And they were trying to get Harmeet Dillon in. And Harmeet Dillon on stage, I remember, said she didn't even, when she was asked what her plan was, she really didn't have one. So here's her tweet saying, speaking of which, because she released all of the votes that were casted for her and not for her. Even some people in her own county where she's from in North Carolina did not vote for her. So she's being transparent in who is the establishment rhinos that voted for Ronna McDaniel. So Harmeet Dillon here tweets saying, speaking of which, for all the political science geniuses who ask, why didn't you run earlier? Ronna promised in 2021 to run for a third/final term. And right now in 2023, she just won, and she's now promising again that it's her final term. So she lied in 2021, it looks like. So maybe she's lying in 2023 that she'll still stay around. But that's not an excuse to not start early just because she said that it was going to be her final time in 2021. So you get wait. That makes no sense. Had she not made that promise, she would not have been elected. So that's why she's saying that she was elected and that 111 Republican members voted for her was because she made a promise before and now she's making that promise again. She is. So maybe they think the same thing, that it'll be a fair election in 2025. Yeah, when there's another election, I guess, if it's 2021. and then 2023 and today. I expected someone else qualified would step up. No one else did, so Harmeet Dillon did. This is the song that I hear sung so many times around the nation, even here in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, that nobody is even running on the Republican ticket. She's sharing all this info for the sake of transparency and grassroots question. I will do my best to keep pinky swear promises of secrecy with some of the members like we are in high school cliques or something. I will do my best to keep pinky swear promises of secrecy with some members like we are in high school cliques or something. Okay. I'm sharing info with people announced publicly or told by many other members. So she's only releasing public information. I guess that's what she meant. That's a weird sentence right there. But, all right, so that's Harmeet Dillon. All right, so Harmeet Dillon was endorsed by everybody, basically, who was against the establishment, against Ronna Romney McDaniel, right? And in New Jersey, you would expect that the Republicans are with the establishment, with Ronna Romney McDaniel. Well, here is Bill Palatucci. He's in charge of the Republicans in New Jersey. He is in charge. He has the vote. And he is a never-Trumper. Here he has pictures of himself with Henry Kissinger. I believe if anybody knows international relations and war history, he's involved in every single war that's been in the last 40, 50 years. And he's next to Chris Christie. As chair of the Christie Institute, it is my honor last night to introduce Dr. Kissinger and the governor. Fascinating. In 2020. Great. And here's another picture right here. Oh, look, McConnell, Bill Palatucci, Chris Christie, Mendham. That's Morris County up near me. So a successful evening. This is 2019. So they're with the establishment, with the deep state even. He's been that way since I've been in politics. Everybody has talked terribly about Bill Palatucci and all the corrupt deals that he's made. And, oh, well, here's him sharing Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis praises Harmeet Dillon. 100% agree. And Bill Palatucci hopped on that bandwagon of endorsing Harmeet Dillon for RNC chair, something that you would not expect him to do. And I have a good understanding, and I think, query to why he did it. I think I can question this properly. So here's another post of him, Brian Kemp. And if you know anything about Bill Palatucci, look here, January 20th, endorsed Harmeet Dillon. 20th? I just criticized that Harmeet Dillon didn't start her campaign early enough, and you endorsed her only, 7 days before the even vote happened? In December of 2022, he said that I'm tired of losing. The number one job of the RNC chair is to win. We didn't do well in 2020, and we didn't do well in 2022. You've got to fire the manager of the baseball club when it doesn't win. I hate this comparison that everyone's making with sports because it's just echo chamber-like, it's establishment-like, it's soundbite-esque. Talk to the American people like they are actually intelligent. If I were to say something, it would be along the lines of what Harmeet Dillon talks about, about the money that's being funneled from the RNC that Bill Palatucci has done for so long and squandered it. And even in some cases, probably given some to locations that there was no chance of winning, and Republicans lose and Democrats win. And they gave money there. So you can scroll down and find that Bill Palatucci is completely a never-Trumper. My response to Trump's late and inadequate Rose Garden statement on January 6th, 2021 remains unchanged. He's got the TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Given what we've learned since, only confirms my disgust for that day. He responded to Trump in 2021, not good enough, Mr. President. Time to concede and agree to a peaceful transfer of power, which is our great American tradition. And that right there is what every rhino, neocon, or even conservative is making their moral stance against Donald Trump, that he was the only president ever since the Civil War that did not or I think even during the Civil War, they agreed to a peaceful transfer of power. And Donald Trump did not. Deleted by the author? I don't know. But I responded saying, no, you lied with the Democrats and the NJ GOP for an entire year. The NJ Republicans today still think Trump incited a riot at the Capitol, meaning Bill. and other Republicans that I can name. NJ Republicans today don't want to investigate the bombs that were planted at both RNC and DNC headquarters in DC that day, nor do they want to investigate the FBI informants who were there that day. Who's Ray Epps? Was it Kissinger, the guy who's now under contract with CNN but was a Republican elected official in Illinois? He said we have to stop pandering or badgering about this Ray Epps guy. You know, obviously Bill Palatucci doesn't care about anything that happened on January 6th, let alone the people who died and only one woman who died. I think there was actually two now that they're revealing. I saw another tweet, but we know that Ashley Babbitt, for instance, died that day. He doesn't want to investigate anything to do with that. So to end, because my rant about Bill Palatucci is that he's playing NJ Republicans. Let's see. I think I tweeted it on here, and they were going back and forth. So Bill Palatucci from New Jersey is going to vote for Harmeet Dillon. That's what he said he was going to do. That's not bad. What is bad is that Bill is a Beltway conservative establishment never-Trumper that is pushing Ron DeSantis to be Republican presidential nominee in 2024. And Ron DeSantis hasn't even declared to be president. If he had declared, that'd be something different. However, Bill Palatucci will fool all these brilliantly smart NJ Republicans into thinking that he's some sort of America First patriot, with Harmeet Dillon, with the grassroots, just long enough for most of New Jersey residents to forget about 2020. And this is filled with people agreeing with me, but thinking that we should approach it differently. So I'm going to end this little rant about the RNC and Trump and DeSantis and the establishment people like Bill Palatucci and Harmeet Dillon with a couple minute long informational rant by Anomaly on Twitter. You can find him Legendary Energy. But this is good. Let's listen to this.
He's not even addressing the questions of rhinos because nobody challenges him. I follow a lot of people that are going really hard at Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Because you have to understand, Marjorie Taylor Greene is the ultimate Trump loyalist, okay? I like Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's always been nice to me, but she's a Trump loyalist. She'll do pretty much, in my opinion, whatever Trump says. She's trying to, get in with the next Trump administration, maybe be vice president, maybe be something else. So basically, it's like, I know a lot, but let me just agree with Trump and, go his route. So when Trump was telling people to endorse McCarthy and vote for McCarthy, Marjorie Taylor Greene said vote for McCarthy because she's listening to Trump and she's just not trying to rock the boat because she wants to get a position or something, okay? So here's my point. Listen to me. There's a reason I'm saying this. I watched influencers absolutely decimate Marjorie Taylor Greene, go after her, call her names. And listen, I don't care. Okay, she's in politics. She's a big girl. She can handle it. Okay, it's not her first rodeo. But I'm just saying, everybody was ravaging over Marjorie Taylor Greene, trying to destroy her life, destroy her character, destroy her political career. And then Donald Trump did the same thing, and the same people trying to destroy Marjorie Taylor Greene's career said nothing about Donald Trump doing the same thing. I'm not a part of this movement anymore because it's like a bunch of liars and hypocrites. Like, you're mad at Marjorie Taylor Greene for listening to Donald Trump to vote for McCarthy, and that's a deal breaker for you that she voted for McCarthy because she listened to Trump. But when Trump says vote for McCarthy, let's just all act stupid because we want to go to Mar-a-Lago. Let's just all act stupid because we have to be stupid in order to even pretend like this is our guy still. What? Like, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. If you're going to go that hard at Marjorie Taylor Greene for listening to Trump, but you have nothing to say to him, what? It doesn't even make sense to me. Okay, and then you have Lindsey Graham, the ultimate warmonger. I mean, he's more responsible for this war in Ukraine than most politicians. He was over there trying to start a war in 2016. Lindsey Graham is the worst rhino of the rhinos. And Donald Trump, his first show of the year, his rally, he's not putting David Harris on a stage. He's not putting DC Drano on a stage. He's not putting, his biggest loyalist on a stage. He's putting Lindsey Graham on a stage. He's not putting, anybody who's speaking out. But no one else wants to talk about it. So it's almost like his campaign is like, I'm going to take their money. I'm going to sell out. I'm going to work with rhinos. I'm going to sell big pharma products. I'm going to be a rhino. I'm going to help rhinos. I'm going to vote for McCarthy. I'm going to vote for Romney McDaniel. And you supporters just have to shut up. It's almost like Donald Trump is like controlling the influencer class.
So I wonder if Bill Palatucci even did vote for Harmeet Dillon. Maybe he changed his vote and voted Ronna McDaniel. That'd be interesting. I'd be interested to ask him because he announced his support for Harmeet Dillon a while ago, but maybe he switched. I don't know. And the reason I think that he would have voted Harmeet Dillon or he tried to play this politics is because Trump had his guys, his lobbyists, maybe his lawyer, I don't know who it was, but go after Ronna McDaniel, supposedly. So that's why everybody's blaming Trump, saying he chose McCarthy and Ronna McDaniel. I don't know about that, but that's what everyone's saying. So that's an anomaly. He's not with that movement anymore. He's doing his independent thing, like he said. And to keep this in New Jersey, for Legislative District 16, we have a New Jersey State Senate candidate for the Republicans, former one-term Congressman Mike Pappas. And Legislative District 16 is actually Jack Ciattarelli's former district where he was a state senator. So this is Bill Spadilla, who is from NJ101.5. He is having a support event, a fundraiser event for Mike Pappas. So I guess that is going to be a candidate in Legislative District 16. $50 per person. That's not too bad at all just to attend, to support someone. But if your wallets are tight, $50 can be a lot. So better have some public events, some free events that people like myself can come and help you in your campaign with making videos like this. And it's in Highbridge up here in Hunterdon County. It's actually close to myself, and it's today, but I'm not going. And it is Legislative District 16. It's on Ballotpedia. They have the redistricting next to each other. So here before 2023, it was more of Hunterdon County. And now after 2023, I guess it's more inward. I'm not sure what counties are here. But I live up here. It's down here. I would love to help him out as much as I can. Mike Pappas ran in 2021. Was the last time he ran for the Senate, actually. Same position he's running for. And he only lost by a little bit of votes. What is that? For 5,000 votes about. So that's definitely a flip district. Like I said, it's Jack Ciattarelli's former Senate district that he was in. And Andrew Zwicker and Roy Freeman, but Andrew Zwicker, they're not hard candidates to beat. They must have not tried that hard last time go around. I have here in my NJ1ST ebook in 2019, just near the turn of the year into 2020, New Jersey Democrat Assemblymen Andrew Zwicker and Roy Freeman were invited to a Mom Demand Action event, the gun legislative event where they make firearm legislation. I attended a public event and I was censored right before they started taking questions from the moms in the audience. So the moms had questions, really ridiculous questions, and then the two Democrats here would respond, and it was quite clear that they had no idea what they were talking about. The reason why Assemblyman Roy Freeman asked me to stop recording was because he didn't have the slightest clue on gun legislation or regulation. And he most certainly did not want to embarrass himself while being recorded. And they had the local county sheriff there that attended, which is right over here out of the picture. I'm going to play this in a second. And he was there answering all the questions about guns because these two Democrats had no idea, any idea on the gun legislation that they themselves voted on. So let's play this.
Brian, are you going to record everything we're saying?
I was recording the whole time as well.
Well,
Should I not?
I'm just wondering if it's more comfortable if you.
I don't want to record them. No.
No, if you did, that's the only reason I'm asking.
Oh, right now? And, sometimes I do abide by people's requests, and sometimes I don't. Looking back, I've always looked back at this one and think that I shouldn't have, because those are not nice Democrats, let's put it that way. But, yeah, they are not in favor of free speech, definitely. They only want to talk behind closed doors. They don't want to let you know their aptitude when it comes to civics or even the legislation that they're voting on, so it should be pretty easy to take those guys on. You just got to try a little harder or have the right candidates, I suppose. And let's see, talking about Bill Spadilla. Let's finish it up there. He's tagged in this tweet by John Kurbis, Mike Crispy as well, Billy Prempe, and Phil Rizzo. And there is a new bill that is proposed in the New Jersey legislature, probably by a Democrat, Shirley K. Turner. I'd be surprised if it was a Republican, but I know the Democrats have been working on this more than the Republicans, which is getting rid of the county line vote. And I've been warning Republicans, trying to get them involved. I have videos on it on my Rumble. But they, I guess, Democrats shot the gun first. Senate Bill 3546 prohibits placing primary election candidates into political party lines on primary ballot. So I read that as, because I didn't look into the bill, in the bill it explains it more, but they're getting rid of the county lines statewide. So it'd be interesting to see this happen. Myself as an independent voter, it would help the grassroots patriot, more close to home candidates, more involved in your community candidates rather than the party establishment. And up here in North New Jersey, Sussex County does not have a county line. That's what makes it so competitive in Sussex County. Warren County, I believe, does. And Morris County newly does as of 2021. I've made videos on that as well, that Morris County in 2021 has a county line now because of Republicans. Republicans were the ones that wanted it. Again, asserting that this is a Democrat here and that the Democrats are the ones proposing this. Now it's interesting because the tweet here even says, now we are going to finally see a vis-a-vis their vote, because we don't see that for other stuff, but establishment and who is the real change. For instance, the ERPO vote. Like, we see it all the time with the Republicans. They vote for extreme risk protection order, red flag gun laws. They vote for LGBT curriculum. We see it all the time that they do vote for it, and the Republicans just reelect them. But pass this around. Let's see what Republicans and Democrats are not going to vote for this, and maybe we can have a populist agreement in New Jersey. Now, to end this quick video that I made, it's just going over something that I found, because this is linking Bill Spadilla and Jack Ciattarelli, who is the perennial candidate now. Let's use the terms of the wonderful David Wildstein, the perennial candidate, Jack Ciattarelli. He would never call him that. He only calls other people that. But Jack Ciattarelli posted about the retirement in New Jersey. New Jersey is 2023's second worst state to retire, study finds. Personal finance website Wallet Hub compared states by affordability, quality of life, and healthcare. Bill Spadilla is going to be taking on Jack Ciattarelli in 2025 for that primary for governor in Republican state for Republican in the state of New Jersey. But I wanted to show in regards to retirement in New Jersey, because Jack reminded us that it's no surprise. A Wallet Hub study based on affordability, quality of life, and healthcare says that New Jersey is second worst in the state, in the country. Put that on top of the worst property taxes, business climate in the nation, and what you get is a New Jersey that's among the nation's leader in outward migration, people leaving. Welcome to Phil Murphy's New Jersey. We can do better. I posted right here on New Jersey First with Jack. New Jersey pensions invested about $500,000 into pot stocks. Tilray. Yes, I found and came across this video of a financial YouTube channel that I watch crypto financial too. So let's give this a listen and what I'm talking about with $500,000 in New Jersey pension funds invested into pot stocks. Let's listen.
Diving a little bit more into Tilray, I found out that the state of New Jersey Common Pension Fund D acquired 112,000 shares of Tilray. Okay, so $3 times 112,000 shares, that's like 400 grand worth of stock in a cannabis company in a pension plan. And obviously pension plans are not always 100% accurate, right? Because they were investing in FTX as well. But then I saw this. JP Morgan Chase and Company raised its stake in Tilray by 63% just in the first quarter, just in this first month of the year. JP Morgan Chase and Company now own 266,929 shares of Tilray, valued at $2 million, after buying an additional 103,000 shares during that period. Now, obviously, this is still $2 million worth, is a very, very small amount for a company like JP Morgan. But the fact that they raised their stake 63%, more than 50% more in just one quarter, and they're diving in, knowing that these cannabis companies cannot really interact with banks, maybe they know something. Maybe they know that we're going to see, the banking laws change, that these companies can actually interact with banks. Maybe. You can see from 2019, when we had the big cannabis boom, we were at $150, and we are now at $3.
So what that tells me is that the New Jersey government is making some investments along the same lines as the big banks. Maybe some insider trading or knowledge is going on. I don't know, but maybe ourselves should be throwing some money at this Tilray stock and placing our bets in the same bags as the people who make the laws and legislation. Might be something worthwhile. It's funny. But what's not funny is that this investment is from a pension fund, people's retirement money. It's going to drugs, pot, it's whatever people's fancy, their vice of choice. But I don't condone investing into it with people's pension money, maybe private investment money. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to subscribe to the NJ1ST podcast YouTube channel. Follow me over on the new Twitter at NJ1ST. It'll come straight up. And subscribe or follow on Instagram. Thanks for watching.